This is Team Sunshine, and our project's on underground resiliency. Resiliency is the ability for a system to go under stress and to bounce back to the exact way it was before. And so we decided to tackle the London tube system, and we're going with preventative resiliency. So the London tube system is filled with heat and gross particulate, and it's kind of dangerous for you to be in that area. It's not like terribly dangerous, but it's still like people can get heat stroke, people inhale this deadly particulate, and lung cancer is a common thing that has been associated with riding the tube often. And so for preventative resiliency, we're trying to tackle these long-term issues, and we're trying to make it safer for Londoners to travel and commute in the London tube system.
So one of the issues we're tackling with our project is the issue of heat being trapped in subway stations, especially the London tube. Heat is a result of the brakes of the train as it's coming to a stop in the station. As you know, brakes are often used with like friction, and friction causes heat that heats up the air around it. So this is shown in our cross section where we create a convection current that comes across. So after I press the button here, you're going to see the cool air come down, go across the railroad tracks, and heat up because of the brakes of the train, and get stuck up on top of the tunnel system. This in turn warms up the entire subway station and creates an uncomfortable situation for everyone who's involved.
So as the brakes clamp onto the wheel, the brakes wear down, which releases brake dust into the air. This dust is then attached to every surface of this tube. This creates a lot of different air pollution in the tube, and it creates a terrible symptom called black snot, where people will be able to absorb the dust into their mucus, and then when they spit it out, it's black. It's just disgusting. So what we're trying to do is create a modular ventilation system that would help ventilate all the dust and the heat from the tube out to the air above.
Following the contaminated air, all the particulates attached to the track, and here you can see 1960 workers clean the tube and 2019 workers also clean the tube, showing that the problem's still here and nothing's changed. So our solution is to make a modular ventilation system, and that is pretty much prefabricated parts that are then placed together and make a ventilation shaft so you can get rid of the hot and the contaminated air. To do this, we made a game, and the game works where you get the blocks following the arrows and you go from start to finish, and by plugging all the blocks in, you complete a circuit and it'll display a windscreen. So here I'll display the game. Plug the pieces in, make the ventilation shaft, and when all the pieces go together, the windscreen will appear. This shows a full ventilation system and the hot contaminated air exiting the tube system. Thank you for looking at our project. This is again Team 6, Team Sunshine.